Anyway, feel free to say hello in the chat because it's literally just me talking at myself. Then it's kind of awkward. Hi, Dacia. Also, let me know where you guys are from. It's always like an interesting mix when I do these calls where everyone's from. Hi, Annika. I'm from South Africa originally. Then I moved to the UK. Now I'm in Portugal. So I'm like a worldwide bitch, basically. I'm from the US. I'm from a small town in Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. Nice. So Canadian, American, London, from Bangladesh originally. Nice. Anyone like California? Anyone from South Africa? Or is it just me? Liverpool, UK. Nice. And how's everyone doing today? I'm not gonna lie. I probably shouldn't say this because I lied to one of the people that work for me. It's like I went to Lisbon yesterday to go to a party, and I'm like really fucked. I'm really hungover, but it's fine. I'm gonna get through it. Washington State, USA. I'm just waiting for people to join, so that's why I'm doing this like bullshit small talk. But yeah, what is everyone drinking? I'm drinking water because I'm hungover. So yeah. So is anyone drinking alcohol or no? Water. I would keep drinking, but I don't think it's a good idea. Ginger water and cinnamon for stomach smoothing. I feel like, are you telling me I should drink that? Because I actually might. It's 10 a.m. yet. Yeah, you probably can't. You can't drink anything bad at this time of the day, unless you're an alcoholic like my parents. Anyway, I am gonna get into it now. So, welcome to the Word Tonic How to Write for a Living event. I'm gonna kind of go over like who I am. Yeah, I'm gonna have it after this. Thank you, Jeremy. I can see people are still joining, so I have to try and leave the doors open a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm going to go over a little bit about what copywriting is, kind of like how I got into it, and then also a bit about Word Tonic, like whether you like it or not. But just a few things, okay? I swear a lot. I'm a sweary fuck. If you don't like that, you probably want to fuck off now. But if you've seen the ads, you already know what the deal is. So yeah. Or you can write me like a nice fan mail like this person did like a couple weeks ago. Just saying like, she said fuck 17 times, bitch 8 times, and whore 5 times. The latter being the most shocking, as I cannot see any reason that word to be used in any context. Keep in mind I was calling myself those words, okay? I'm not calling you guys sluts. I just did now, but yeah. Santa's job's only for rich people. Don't worry, Jeremy. I don't know if you could tell from my accent, but I'm definitely not. Yeah, my dad's a postman, so yeah, you're going to hear in a minute that it's totally possible. Don't worry. But yeah, we're going to try break this record today, so feel free to just say cunt, slut, whatever your favorite swear word is in the chat. Maybe we can just like break the limit a bit, because that's another thing in freelance copywriting. You can choose who you write for, and so I swear a lot. It doesn't stop me from working with brands. You know, I'm just working with brands that don't mind me swearing, that also swear, also a bit of the weird cunt, you know. And there's also some brands that don't want to work with me, and I'd rather not work with them. So you could, you know, I'm not saying you need to swear to be a good copywriter. Just be yourself. Don't have like a massive stick up your ass. This is not like high school. Tall cunt, sluts. If that's aimed at me, I'm not tall, but I am a slut. So you're like on the right line there. But yeah, does anyone also know what Word Tonic is? Just so I know, because I'm always curious if people like done their research a bit. Someone here has, and yeah. My brain is like dead right now. But does anyone actually know what we are? Or are you guys just coming in like totally blind? Like, what the fuck is this? You know? Also, guys, don't feel like shy to write in the chat. Like, I can't see your cams. Like, I can literally just see myself, you know? And you don't have to the cam, and I'm not going to pick anyone. It's just me talking. It's just nice to have like a back and forth conversation together. No, but it's like, yeah, it's basically, no idea nursing was a fail, lol. No idea nursing. Well, I don't understand it. I don't get that, Jeremy. I don't understand. Did I mention being a nurse? I don't know what that is. But yeah, we're basically like a community. Oh, it didn't work, so I'm here. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, I'm dumb. But yeah, it's basically like an online community and learning platform we work with brands like Mattel, Lego, Google, and they do mentoring and challenges and briefs and masterclasses with us. So yeah, we'll talk about that a bit later. But yeah, a little bit about me, because I mean, you're coming to this event. It's like, who are you learning from? My name's Carolyn. I'm 25 years old. And yeah, I threw my cat out the window when I was 7. I just thought that she could fly, you know, yeah, no, it's happened, Era. Like, is it Era? Ira? I'm a dumb fuck. I say names wrong. Lyra. Oh, nice. You know, fuck. I'm fucking stupid. I thought it was an I. Am I dumb? Lyra. Okay. Orange cat. No, it was a black cat. I love black cats so much. But I thought she could fly. I was 7. I watched a program about a flying cat, so I thought, like, let's see her out the window. She was fine, you know. She did die, but it was like 10 years later. So, yeah. But I feel like we all do stuff like that as kids. I know there's someone here who's done something. In the last event, someone said they threw their sister down the stairs, and I was like, that's kind of worse. That's kind of worse than what I did. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if any of you can top that. Throwing your sister down the stairs when they were like 6. Literally, they could have died. If you want, feel free to share. No, has anyone got like a horrible story? My mom's sister did that to her. Oh. Okay, there's more freaks than I knew. I laughed at you thinking the cat could fly. Nash, her name was Tinkerbell as well. I had a very like big imagination when I was 7. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone else? Or are you guys like all kind of normal? Tinkerbell. Yeah. Oh, I love that name. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Feel free to share your stories. If I see something, I dug up the corpse of the famous bear. What the fuck? That's great. What? That? Yeah, I need to understand more about that. Don't even know what you mean when you say that, Alex. I mean, it sounds really cool. How old were you? But yeah, anyway, on a more normal note, I started copywriting at 17. I was doing like blogs and social media captions to this local business I knew for fun. I just didn't know that what I was doing. I got attacked by a cow when I was 3. Fuck me, okay. We're all a bit fucked up. But yeah, I was doing like blogs and social media captions to this business I knew for fun. Didn't know it was a job. And then at school, like no one told me copywriting existed. I don't know, it was always like, if you liked writing, it was always like, you can become a teacher, publisher, journalist, or author. There was nothing else. Those were the only options. I don't know about you guys, but it was like, okay, go into publishing, go into teaching, or like, I don't know, get a real job. Unless one of you were taught about copywriting, in which case I'm kind of jealous. I could have started this journey a lot sooner. Was anyone told about it? Or journalism? Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with journalism. I don't think I'd be good at that. Like, interviewing people and stuff like that, no. So I was like, I don't want to do that. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know why they don't spread the word about this. Advertising has been around since, like, the dawn of time. But yeah, I decided I'm going to go to uni because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So the first time I went, I studied business because a guy on a date told me to. He was like 60, so I was just going through kind of like this seeking arrangement stage. Those of you that know will know when I say seeking arrangement, you'll understand what I mean. It happens to us all. Jeremy went on seeking arrangement. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I did. But then I realized that I'm bad at maths. I should probably quit that. And that I should probably quit the guy and just move on to the next. So I went back a second time to study English because it's the only thing I'm good at. But I just didn't like it. I didn't like analyzing like why doors blue, or like, you know, in Mice and Men, like, oh, Curly's wife wearing a red dress, she's a fucking whore. Maybe she just likes to wear red. I don't know. As a writer, I was always interested in copywriting, but no idea how to get into it. Oh, that's amazing. Guy I never even knew was like a thing. Or Macbeth, yeah, the same bullshit every time. But like, there's nothing wrong with university. I just think some people they're not wired for it. And I also, to be honest, I just like couldn't afford it. Like I said in the beginning, like my dad's a postman, my mom was a nanny, and they were both alcoholics. And yeah, they were just always asking me for money. I found it hard to kind of navigate university and navigating that, like getting messages with like weird messages freaking me out about their like health and stuff like that. And so I thought, okay, I have to quit to like look after them. Like, that's not normal, but I did that. And yeah, not so bad. Well, sometimes it got pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I quit. But luckily, with the last few months of making that decision, I found out about freelance copywriting. And yeah, Alcoholic Parents Club. I know there's someone here that is part of that club as well. So hello. But yeah, I found out about freelance copywriting, and I realized, okay, kind of been doing it my whole life anyway. If you guys have ever written a blog post or whatever, or even like these stupid magazines you would do on like Word doc when you were like 10, like, oh, a fake beauty magazine. You've kind of already done it, just not in a commercial sense. Oh, Kiana, I'm sorry. We can be in it together. It sucks. You can't be doing it a whole lot anyway. And I like the idea of being able to travel and work from home. That was really important to me. And I don't know, walk down the street and see my words on a billboard and be like, I wrote that. So I started kind of embarking on that career. And yeah, now it's been like 8 years. That sounds like a long time. I'm 25 and I'm in a super happy place in my career. But, it wasn't always that way. I think it was Jeremy. I don't know. Say like about do you need to be rich to be in this career? Like I said, I come from a very dysfunctional, broken family. And I'm in a much better place now, like financially. And I always say to people, it's never wrong to want more than what your parents have. A lot of the time when they're in that situation, they can't see above what they have and it brings you down. But yeah, you could totally get out of it. And, the dysfunction will always be there, even though I'm in a different place in my life now. My mom passed away last year, because of alcoholism. So it's always going to be there in the background. But I'm really thankful to freelance copywriting kind of showing me, okay, there's a different path in life. You don't have to be like your parents, What about the fact I have autism and sort of learning disability? That's actually an interesting thing you say, because I'll talk about it a bit later, but a lot of people that get into copywriting are part of a part of that umbrella. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if autism comes under the neurodivergent umbrella. My brain's dead right now. I think it does. Yeah. But a lot of people that join the creative industry are neurodivergent. For whatever reason, you guys seem to have a very creative brain. My best friend is also neurodivergent, and her brain is very much like chaos, but it's super creative. I have OCD, but I don't think that's neurodivergence. I don't know. It's just me touching buttons. But yeah, it's totally doable. But yeah, anyway, you guys should all give it a shot. Exactly, Giselle. But yeah, what do you guys think copywriting is? There's no wrong. There's no right. Actually, there is a wrong. I'm sorry. But just let me know in the chats, and then I can kind of tell you what I think it is. Well, what I know it to be. My girlfriend's cat is attacking my phone. Oh, I missed it. Are you on camera? Finn, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know you had autism. I'm not lying. And Finn's been working for me for a while now. From my day it's like writing content for media, yes. Well, I know it's the C and a circle symbol. You just like imploded my brain there, Davala. I mean, I love it. Persuasive writing, yeah. I thought copywriting was just editing. Is copy editing? That's when you edit stuff. Copywriting is more the writing process. But yeah, it's just marketing material, right? It's writing stuff for brands. So I'm going to show you guys some examples. The writing is yours. You own it. So that's I'm going to get into it in a minute. But okay, I like that. I like writing with a purpose. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys some examples. And a lot of you will be like, fuck with Carolyn, I already know what that is. Some of you won't though. And some of you will be like, okay, I didn't know that actually fell under copywriting. So the first one is ads. We all know what an ad is. We're not fucking stupid. But they're there to get you to take action, right? Buy something, subscribe to something. Or in this case, donate to something. Because yes, you don't have to write the big global corporations if you don't want to. I know some of you probably have a thing with that. You can write to charities. Macmillan Cancer Support, WWF, exactly, Lou, like Nat Geo, they all need writers. I personally don't have a problem writing to big global corporations because at the end of the day, we all buy stuff, right? But it's nice because as a freelance copywriter, I can choose which brands I write for. So I can choose ones that align with, my values. Probably wouldn't write about oil. That's probably a line that I wouldn't cross. But, brands that bring people joy like sex toys and chocolate. I don't see what's so wrong with that. I know what this ad is saying, but imagine panda sharks. I know, right? It's a weird ad. And it kind of freaks me out. I feel like it's not having the right effect. I mean, if you look into that panda, whatever eyes. It's very hollow. So yeah. Currently working in charity fundraising and sales. So yeah, I mean that's a great mix. If you already have that background, that will really work well. And you've got blogs. Blogs are probably one of my favorite because I just yap a lot. I'm like the kid that wrote 8,000 words at school. Not that your blog post should ever be that long, but blog posts are also a form of copywriting. But they're not there to get you to buy anything or do anything. They're just there to get, entertain you or inform you, basically. Would this mean I could make the HIV medication ads? Yeah. I mean, if they're out there, I don't see them all the time, but like if you're out there, you can any kind of brand you've seen in the ads, it's the copywriter's been behind it, so that means you can do it as well, basically. But yeah, this is an extract of the blog I wrote when I was about to say when I was 12. Can you tell my brain's dead? When I was 19. And it's super different to the academic essay style writing you might be used to. It's casual, it's conversational. It talks to the reader, not at the reader. And that's another big thing of copywriting. You've got to unlearn a lot of what you were taught at school, I feel like. Like, you can misspell words to impact. You can elongate sentences, short paragraphs, not this black and white rules. Copywriting is a lot more like talking to a friend, basically. And then you've got emails and newsletters. I'm not going to explain what that is because we know what that is, but it's also a form of copywriting. But I did want to show you the example of Starface because I have a really fun tone of voice. Do we know what tone of voice is? Do we know what it is, or shall I explain it? Yes. What is it, Lou? Putting you on the spot. I'll explain it anyway, but it's always cool because I don't think the way you speak, right? I like to hear other people say it, like speed of voice, tone and pitch. Yeah, I like that. It's basically it's how you sound. It's how you project yourself out into the world. Like if the brand were a character, what would it be? Exactly the persona of the brand, the company. So for me, yeah, these are all good. The voice and the message delivered. So to me, like Starface is like annoying best friend. They write in text speak. They write in lowercase. And to me, that's just proof you can write for fun brands. Like they're out there. And then social media copywriting. I'm a whole for Starface. It's because we also did a masterclass with them, the writer from Starface, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, as a social media copywriter, you could be writing captions at places like, I don't know, X, even Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the reels that you see on like Instagram and TikTok. If they're done by a big brand, usually a copywriter had to write the script for those reels. So, I mean, there's so much to copywriting, I honestly use them at night. Yeah, I like them. I think they also have like a Y2K vibe as well. I mean, I'm lying. I've never used them. I just like the look of them. I'm such a whore for them and I've never even bought them. So maybe I should try them, for once. But yeah, and then my favorite one is product packaging copy. I just realized my fucking laptop's gonna die. And this fucking thing. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it's gonna work. Okay, is it working? Okay, it works. Anyway, so product packaging copy is any writing on the back of packaging ever. I like to use the example of drinks brands because usually they're really fucking boring. I never want to see brands actually being cute. Yeah, exactly. Copywriting could be really fun. Yeah, I mean, Mushkin, I don't have a degree, right? I got in with no experience, so you're totally fine. But usually, like, drinks brands are really fucking boring. Like, if you read the back of, like, a water bottle, it's like, minerals. But Innocent Smoothies, on the left, they come in and they tell a story with their copy, right? It's a bit like poetry. Is it a 9 to 5 job? I'm going to answer these questions in a bit. I'm going to get to that. But copywriting, it could be a full-time job, like a normal 9 to 5. It could be freelancing, which is what I am. But that doesn't mean I don't have a full-time job. I'm just a full-time freelancer, but I choose when I work and how often I get paid and stuff like that, and which brands I work with. But yeah, and you can also write for toys, guys. I never even knew that was a thing, and I've been doing this for ages. I don't know if you guys know Littlest Pet Shops. I'm going to put a picture in the chat. But yeah, I love them so much, and I would... Yeah, you can write for toys, sex toys, also children's toys. My mom's in the other room yelling about AI taking my new career.
I'm just like scared that might glitch out.
That's actually a thing I'll talk about a bit later. I'm not really worried about AI. I think it can be used as a tool. And you can also write toys, guys. And not to be rude, but people that say talk about AI taking over, she can hear you. That's fine. But to me, it's not going to take over. There's still a long way to go. And then, there will be brands that will use AI over copywriters, but they're not brands I want to write for. And all the big agencies that I'm talking to at the moment, like Ogilvy, like Dentsu, I spoke to them. They're not interested in just using AI. They're actually more interested in hiring young talent, and training them up. So I'm not worried about it. And it also can't do extremes. If you've seen the words on like advertising, it can't do that. It has like a hard line, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about it. I'm kind of sick with everyone talking about it. But to understand it, it can be helpful to know where it's going and stuff like that and how to adapt. So yeah. Why are you saying sorry? Don't say sorry. It's more impact on the communities that the FCs are in that worries me about AI. Yeah, I'm going to talk about AI a bit in a minute because I want to keep
Right.
moving on, but we'll talk about them a bit later. But yeah, I'm now going to give you guys
Right.
tips on how to do it with no experience. So it's kind of what I did, and it's also what a lot of people in Tonic have done when they're breaking in. So the first thing is building a portfolio. So I think someone mentioned this, but a portfolio is basically samples of
Right.
your
Okay, this is
copywriting
better.
work
This is
in a
better. I'm
question,
just going to
right?
keep myself muted to have the
And it's kind of like
captions
how do
on
you build a
for anybody
portfolio at
that
the
wants
start when
captions
getting
and for me.
experience
Mm-hmm.
seems to require
Yeah, I thought about
getting
you guys
experience.
first, though, to
So
be
I do
honest.
a thing called spec work,
Okay.
and Finn's gonna help me in the chat. Spec work is basically it
This
stands
is
for speculative
exciting.
work. I kind of see it as like fan fiction for brands. It's like made up copywriting. It's super respected in the industry, but you just have to make sure you label it in your portfolio as spec work. Otherwise, you're lying. You need to make sure you label it clearly as spec work. And there's entire awards around it, and Finn will put these in the chat as well, like the DNAD New Blood Awards, the Chip Shop Awards, and even more experienced copywriters, like me, like others, we regularly do spec work and especially post it on LinkedIn to kind of show, okay, look, we can diversify. I'm a tech copywriter. It gets boring sometimes. So
Spec
sometimes I like to
work.
do spec work on things that are like completely left field, like sex toys. Maybe a sex
What's
toy doesn't
spec
work on
work?
my
Sorry,
portfolio. I don't know.
guys. If you're watching this for
But
information,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
and you could
I'm trying my
go on
best here,
Google,
but
recreate an ad you
yeah.
see online, all this kind of stuff. And then once you've got that work, it's kind of like, where do you put it? So I definitely would not build a portfolio at the start, like a website. Sorry, I wouldn't build a website at the start to put your portfolio in, because if you're bad at design like me, you're going to spend like 50 hours
All right, I'll look at those
trying to
later.
design it. You have to get a domain. I just can't be
Okay, I'll
asked.
look at those later,
So
guys.
spec work means it's not a real ad. Yeah, basically. But remember, copywriting isn't just ads. It's also blogs, it's emails, it's all this kind of stuff. You just have to make sure you label it as spec work. Employers know you're young and you're just starting out, so this portfolio of spec work is basically showing them your potential and how good of a writer you could be in this world. Basically, that's basically what you're doing. But yeah, and I wouldn't use a full-on website at the start. There's a lot of free portfolio builders that you can actually use. Yeah, exactly what Finn's saying.
Oh, by the way, they gave me
And Finn's gonna
permission to
put in
do
the
this,
chat.
guys.
So
I'll
for
show you
me,
in a
it's
moment,
stuff
so
like
that way,
Card.
yeah.
Clipping is not me, but
Definitely
my
not right now,
favorite is
though.
probably Milkshake. These are places you can just throw your work in and kind of like
In a
design a
moment,
little
probably at
bit,
the end.
pick a few
Okay, we
cute
need
colors,
to
and
see
it's
all
super
this.
easy. Because I'm shit at design. This was made on Canva, so yeah. And then you've got networking. So you've got a portfolio. This is something, at least 5 to 6 pieces of work on there. You don't want to have more than that. It's quality over quantity. And then it's like, how do you start getting jobs? So there's lots of job sites you could apply to online. It's Mad Men. Copywriting's been around for ages. But for me, the one way I get work the most is through networking, especially on LinkedIn. I don't like cold DMing or cold emailing. I find it shit. I'm bad at it, and it's scary. So basically, what I do, I call it like warm pitching. I connect with seniors in the advertising space. So I don't know, the senior copywriter of Google, the creative director of Styleface on LinkedIn. I'll send them a connection request message, and I'll kind of use my age as a trump card, because 9 times out of 10, the creative industry wants to help young people. They want to give back. So if you mention your age or the fact you're Gen Z and you're just starting out, being really humble about it, and maybe doing your research on the person you're actually connecting with, it really helps. And you might be thinking, how the fuck does that get me a job? Because I'm connecting with seniors in the
Yeah.
advertising space. They're not
Use my
hirers, they're not
age to an
recruiters. How is
advantage.
that going to get me work? The fact is, they have a
Okay.
big network themselves, and once they start to get to know you and trust you and see, okay, this person has potential, they might introduce you to people in their network. They might recommend you, and then this is how work comes in. I kind of see it as like taking a girl out to dinner first. Like, I don't mind a tongue down my throat. I am a slut,
Ah,
but like,
networking.
just
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
give me a steak first. I had a boyfriend, so I regularly have to remind him to just wine and dine me a bit. Not just go straight to bed. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys an example though. So this is Vicky Ross. I really love Vicky Ross. To me, Vicky Ross, yeah, she's always been an inspiration. She's been a copywriter for like 20 years. We're into the brands like Spotify, Jaguar, Land Rover, even the BAFTA Awards. She's
I
winning
wonder
the
if there's a
BAFTA.
way I can enlarge
And
this,
so
but
I was
also
like,
at the
okay, I'm
same
going to send her
time,
this connection request
the
message.
chat and
Feel free to copy
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, so
And
never
yeah, she
mind.
didn't get back to me for
Sorry,
a whole month.
guys. Sorry.
So I sent another
Sorry about the
follow
whole
up.
thing.
Again, people are not ignoring you. A lot of the time they just forgot, so just send a follow up. But yeah, she got back to me and she said, "Hey, love what you're doing, blah blah blah."
Sorry. Sorry
Basically,
about that.
let's hop on a call. So I hopped on a call with her, and we were just talking. Like I wasn't selling myself. I wasn't like, "Oh, get me a job." You know, like the people that just slide into people's DMs and like, "Oh my gosh, get me a job," or "I noticed a spelling mistake. I can do better." I didn't do that. I was just genuinely interested in who she was as a human being. I wanted to know more about her. I was asking questions, just being really humble, and yeah, like how you would make a normal friendship. I think people see networking as like very business, but if you just approach it as like you're getting to know another person that you think is cool, it's a lot better. But yeah, we started doing calls regularly, and then eventually we met up in person. That's us together at DNAD. And then she basically said, "Hey, I'd love to be your copywriting mentor." And I was like, I'm not going to say no to that. Like this person that's ready
Yeah,
to
that's
take
what
off
she looks
doing
like without her
Spotify.
glasses. She looks different. It's good different. She looks good
It's
now.
like,
She
okay,
looks good
cool.
here.
Like, and she's a woman. Like I always love connecting with fellow female
That's something that
writers.
people say all the
So she
time
started
already.
mentoring me, teaching me
I'm
stuff.
acting like I'm saying
But then
something
from
brand
that,
new.
as we started to build trust, she
It is
saw,
not.
okay, Karen doesn't have much experience, but she has a lot of potential. Like she writes super well. And then one day, she made a LinkedIn post about me. I'm not kidding. Like, my life's never been the same again. I got like so many emails, and like even now, brands still coming to me and going, "Hey, Vicky Ross recommended you. Would love you to write for us." Just from word of mouth, because she talks about me now. She has like a fuck off massive network of very big brands. So all this, literally, just from sending this one little message. So I think and I have a friend for life now. Like she's not just some random person. Yeah, right. And it's not even that. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
agree with this
literally just
person. Right
find
place,
people
right
you
time.
are
Kind of
interested in
person.
that are super cool. Do send them a connection request message and try to get to know them like a normal person. Like not being, "Oh, get me a job." Like they don't. Why should they
Keep
get you a
sending
job?
in links.
Approach it that way. But yeah, does that make sense, guys? Because sometimes people are like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And also, LinkedIn's not scary. Like I literally say twat and cunt in there, but that's my tone of voice. I'm not saying that you should do that.
I'll look
It's
at
just
that again probably
you'll
after
find your own
this
tone of voice and stuff
ends.
like that. But LinkedIn's not
Guys,
scary.
this said from 10
I
a.m.
literally
to
licked my
11
leg
a.m.
when
So
pretended to be a cat on
we'll
LinkedIn,
see.
and then
We'll
gone
see
home
how
to
long this
the London
goes,
office.
though. To
So
be honest,
yeah, you can be
I'm not
yourself
sure.
on LinkedIn.
I can't tell. It's 15 out of
But yeah, does
52
it make
slides.
sense?
Who
Because you
knows?
guys are going all fucking quiet now, so makes perfect sense. I love that. Okay, good. Don't be shy, because if I'm just talking at you guys, it gets boring. I'm just like talking to myself, and I'm boring after a while. Seriously. But yeah, and now we're going to talk about Monday. See how the portfolio. You started getting jobs. How much do you charge? So some of you might be thinking, I'm young, I deserve less. I mean, do you guys think that? Which of you here like believes they don't have self-worth? Basically, let me know in the chat if you don't have self-worth. No, I love that, Crystal. Crystal, for a minute I thought you said, "Don't mind me, I'm just listening to God," and I was like, "What?" No, guys. No, the thing is, I get it, because you're just starting out. You might think that, but you need to know the average industry
No
standards,
self-worth?
right?
Seriously?
Because then if people are paying you low, then you're like, okay, look, this is not the average rate. I have yet
No,
customers
but
saying so far
guys,
that they
love
don't bother
yourselves.
negotiating and just leave.
Confidence.
So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But in the UK, the average freelance rate for a beginner like you guys, entry level, is 150 to 250 pounds a day. In the US, it's around.
I just have the concern of starting so high that they don't bother negotiating down and just leave. Yeah, Alex said it the best. Like sometimes
and that's not a
that's
bad
just so
point.
scary.
That's a really nice
With anything, like I'm scared that if I negotiate too high on anything,
all the people that are telling
they
you
won't bother to negotiate down. She's like, what the fuck?
Just a fucking lie. I don't know what that is. That's a scam. It's actually offensive to people like me who put in the hard work. Like I know people that are making a lot of money, like 10K or whatever, but they've been doing it for like, I don't know, 10 years, and they're working for like 5 big brands all at once. Like they have Spotify, they have Google, they have, I don't know, Starface. I can't be asked to do that. That's too stressful to have like 5 people all at once. Stuff like that. A project, it depends, because you might get given a brief for a newsletter, and they might say, "Hey, okay, this is a week. You have a week to complete this. It could be 2 days, whatever." They might also sometimes come to you and give you a project that's like fast turnaround, like, "Hey, we need this tomorrow." Then it's okay. It's up to you. Usually, I put a rush fee on it because you've just given it to me, and I only have 1 day to do that. So yeah. Finn, can you just help Lou in the chat? Just because I need to keep moving on. But yeah, my biggest tip to you guys is start high, and negotiate down. So I think Alex was talking about that. So Thin, are you there? Thin. There you go, Thin sir. But yeah, it's you start high negotiating down. So let's say you want, I don't know, $300 a day. You don't say that. You always start higher. So I would say, hey, look, my normal rate is, and you only do this on interviews and calls. My normal rate is $500 a day. That's it. And you go quiet. You know, the worst thing that they can say is, I'm sorry, that's not within our budgets. You just go, no worries, I can drop it down to, you know, 450. And then you just keep doing that till you get to your base rate of, let's say, 300. Reason being, it avoids you from being undercut, right? Because everyone always wants a good deal. And they might just say yes to the higher price. Especially, I feel like as women, it's you feel awkward asking for more money, but you have to know your worth. And I always say, like, okay, you might not have a lot of experience, but if you ride as well as a senior in the team, you deserve to get paid as much. Exactly how I said, Lou. Like exactly how I said. That's how I would do it. I mean, you have the average industry rates on the screen now, but it's up to you if you decide to go lower than that. Because some, you know, I think my first gig paid me £85 a day, which was not the average standard. But I was happy to take it on because it was my first ever gig, and I just don't worry, Kiana. I wanted to take something on, and I don't regret it. You know, so it's up to you how you kind of want to do it. But yeah, now about well, a little on the freelance lifestyle. So I work 3 days a week now. I've gotten to the point where I work now 3 days a week, and I make enough in those 3 days to live my life the way I want. Nothing extravagant. This fucking mouth is annoying me. Sorry, but just enough. Like I care a lot about like spending time with my friends and like surfing because I live in Portugal and stuff like that. So that's what I do. I work from home, which I really like. Also, because I have the fridge constantly next to me, and I get to travel for work. Not all the time, yeah, but that's basically my life now. I had to build up to get to that point, though. Are you Portuguese? Nice. I'm still learning the language, so don't test me. um, it depends. Sometimes I'm fully remote. I don't step in an office. Some of them are hybrid. It depends on the job that you get. Sometimes my clients, it's remote, but sometimes my clients want me to meet them in the UK or New York, for example. But then they would fly you out for one other reason, which it sounds fun, but after a while it gets boring. It's not boring; it just gets tiring. But yeah, what would be your guys' like dream scenario of freelance copywriting? Like, what's your end goal? Let me know in the chat. Like, there's no right, there's no wrong. And if you want to say money, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting money. I wanted money as well at the start. I saw it as like my way out from my parents' situation and stuff like that. I think this on the side of the 9 to 5 start. Yeah, I mean that's how I did it, right? When I was at uni, it was freelancing on the side, building it up. I wouldn't recommend just diving right in. Like, you can have your job right now. Don't quit. Don't be silly. Build it up on the side, and then when you feel like you're good to go, then you can do it. Running through my own mutual aid group. I like that. Just running my own business. I like to be able to work for myself with organizations that reflect my values. I like that. These are all doable. Fully remoteness money just enough to support my girlfriend and mom and leave us. Oh, leave the US. Something on the side and pairing with the UX design. That's nice. You become like an art director in that way. But yeah, guys, these are all totally doable. You know, you're not saying anything stupid like, oh, 50K a month, you know. Your situation sounds like a dream. Yeah, no, I love my life. Obviously, you guys heard the start of it. You know, it wasn't like that. I don't come from money. It took time, right? But I got my first gig in 3 months. It didn't pay amazingly. I think it took another couple months to get paid like the average rate. But again, I didn't know anything, so you guys know more now. But yeah, I'm now going to tell you guys about WordTonic, whether you like it or not, because you came to our table. I'm going to tell you about it. So WordTonic is basically an online learning platform and community for
Ooh,
online
Crystal's
copywriting
saying
for
something
WordPress brands.
awesome. I think it would also be cool to branch
And
out
I
to others
basically
just
created it in
writing and pair it with
2022
art
because I
because I'm
was
an
tired
artist.
of,
Love that.
I
Relatable.
don't know if you've seen them, but these like platforms with like a guy standing in front of the Lambo
I
saying, make
have them on
10K in 1 month.
Instagram.
And
Never
he's
mind.
like,
That's
oh, I'm
just
just in my
them
garage
promoting
with
their
my
Instagram.
Lambo, you know?
No, those are
Like,
the
full of
links right there.
bullshit. And I was like, like, I don't know if you guys see, I don't know, I see them a lot. They pop up a lot for me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like Andrew Tate type stuff. So I was like, okay, that's ew. But I joined one anyway to see what it would be like. They were like $90 a month. Yeah, that's a lot. But again, I don't mind. I don't have a problem with platforms charging because WordTonic also isn't free. It's also not $90 a month. Knowledge? I don't know that one. Maybe you should enlighten me with that one. But yeah, I joined one, and they were saying all these weird things in their platform, like Women are sent from the devil to distract you from your goals. Women are more unprofessional than men. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, is this copywriting, or are you just being like weird sexist people? Ew. So I was like, nah, okay, I'm gonna create something more colorful and diverse. So I created Word Tonic with a few other lovely Gen Z copywriters, and now it has 2,000 members all over the world: UK, USA, Dubai, Portugal, and we're all at different stages, right? Where some of us are just starting out, like you guys have no experience. Some of us are more experienced. We're just gonna be with other young people, but we're all Gen Z, right? We're all like 18 to 29 years old, and we're all in this together. Knowledge got him a lot. Isn't that, I forgot the guy's name. Anyway, they're all annoying, honestly. So I was like, okay, if you join Word Tonic, this is basically what you get. You get access to like weekly copywriting masterclasses with brands like Mattel. We do them every week. I might have created Word Tonic, but you won't be learning from me. I think it's disgusting to learn from just one person. It's like, you need multiple perspectives. So there's a different brand that comes on every week to teach you stuff. And also weekly briefs and exercises to build your portfolio. Because like I said, building a portfolio is super important. But sometimes knowing how to create work from nothing can be difficult. So we just give you those briefs so you can create them. And also monthly writing challenges in collaboration with real brands. So we just did one with Canva. Yes, the design tool. Yes, I made this on Canva. Don't judge me, I'm bad at design. But yeah, I find that really amazing. We get to work with different brands every month to do challenges where prizes can be won. And also a survey where you can ask for advice and get real-time feedback on your portfolio and the work that you do, which I think is helpful to know, like, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and being surrounded by lots of people your own age, like, who are on the same journey as you. It's really inspiring. Wanted to join for a while. It seems so good. Oh, thank you, Mike. Oh my gosh, you're flattering me. But then you've also got internships and opportunities. That doesn't happen all the time. It's just something that happens now and then. Sometimes brands will reach out to us because we have this big network now, and they're like, hey, we want some fresh emerging talent. Can you put this in your platform? And then we'll share it with you guys, basically. So yeah, it's not free. We're sorry, but we have to pay the speakers that do masterclasses with us. Like, it's not fair. We have to, it's not easy getting Mattel and Lego on every single week. And we also have a small team of people that work for us, like lovely Finn. So it needs to be sustainable. So we thought, you know what, $97 a month is a good starting point. Student plan. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's actually the other sexist platform that I was telling you about. That's their student plan. You're getting a really good deal with that. But you're not that. It's not that. Don't worry. No. No, don't worry. Yeah, it's like going against my own word. No, it's £19.50 a month. I think that's like $26 or €22. You can cancel anytime. And it's cheaper than a pizza meal deal, which kind of upsets me. I'm not gonna lie. I only found that out like a few days ago. That this, I don't even know who Vinny Jr. is, but it's cheaper than a Word Tonic membership, which is kind of sad. But, and Finn's gonna help me with this, because we know it's scary to try new things, and you made the effort to come to the call, right? We're happy to give you, girl math basically. Happy to give you a cunty little discount if you join before the call ends, like a discounted trial. See if you like it. I think it's £11.50 for the first month. In the US, that's like $16. Available in all currencies. Give it a go. Try it out. If you don't like it, you can cancel. You can leave. The link to cancel is in your welcome email as well. So yeah, and Finn there is putting the link in the chat. You just have, when you click on the link, just give it a second to load up. She's a slow cunt. She takes a minute to like load up, and then once you're in, you'll get a welcome email. You can like start accessing everything while you're on the call with me. So if it doesn't work, you can call me out and be like, you cunt. But yeah, just a little one though. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot to say. And you get 2 extra gifts if you join the call, which I forgot to say. So you'll get the discount and you'll get access to everything Word Tonic, but you'll also get this little roadmap with step-by-step guidance on what to do and when and how. Very like kind of like snakes and ladders, but it's like cute, and there's like links to different masterclasses you've done with like National
The
Geographic and
worm
stuff like that.
doing the worm.
I'm grabbing
Is that
my
gonna
credit
happen?
card, but please
You need to see it.
once I join.
I think we all need to see it. Yeah.
How do people keep remembering this stuff? Yeah, I'll do it. It's fine. I'm half asleep anyway, so this will wake me up. So, guys, I'll do it. Okay. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And also a one-to-one mentoring session with our community manager,
Thank you.
Salma.
Thank you.
So you can have like a little one-to-one as well, which is we don't usually do. So yeah. But oh my fucking mouse. But you have to join before the call ends. Luke just wants to remind. What's wrong with me, guys? Luke just wants to remind you we're a small female-led platform, right?
Not the dog.
We have a little bot called Lucinda. She's a garden snake. When you join, you'll meet her. She lets you into our platform, but she can't handle loads of people joining all at once. And there's a lot of you on this call right now. When you guys join all at once, it freaks out. So just to save that from like freaking out and like ditching, we have to put a limit on it. So once we've hit that cap and she's freaking out, I'm gonna have to cut it. So join before the call ends is basically what I'm trying to say. But also just let me know in the chat if you do join, because then I know to give you these extra 2 gifts. These are just add-ons, so you have to let me know in the chat. You're like, hey, I joined you, twat, or something like that. Welcome, Sarah. Okay, I feel like I have to. Okay, Mike, I didn't even do the fucking
Got it.
work.
Let's go, brother.
I'll do it now. Just wait.
Hello, brother.
This is so stupid.
Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening.
Okay. I can't even do the work. It just makes.
Are you gonna see it?
I'm like fucking the floor.
You're gonna see it a little differently than how I am, but I think they're recording the session. Oh. Oh.
I'm so weak and hungover, guys.
Aw, man. I think it ended.
Mike,
it ended.
That's for
okay,
you.
whatever.
You have to join twice now.
You guys saw only the front.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I hope you loved that. Yeah, you should love it. But yeah, just to show you more about what you get if you join. Like I said, let me know in the chat if you join so I can give you the extra gifts. Also, if you join, let me know. I'm happy to do the worm for you or do something weird. It's honestly going to wake me up. But yeah, like I said, you get access to... Sorry, Finn, can you just put the discount link in the chat again? Someone privately messaged me for it.
Not the worm in the
you
chat.
Get access to like weekly copywriting masterclasses with big ass brands. Yes, Kiala. Like Nat Geo, Kylie Cosmetics, Marvel. We do them every single week. There are calls just like this, but instead of me talking to you, it will be like the creative director of National Geographic. You can ask some questions. You can have your cam off as well. Like if you're shy, it's fine. I know I'm very like, you don't have to be like that. You can have your cam off. You can look. You don't have to ask questions. You can just listen. So it's totally fine, and it's nice because it's also a form of networking, right? You know what I said about earlier about networking and stuff like that. This gives you a nice link. Like you can reach out to the speakers and be like, hey, I'm a WordTonic member. I saw you in the WordTonic masterclass, but I love what you're doing. Can we connect? That's led to some people getting internships and even like mentorships. So it gives you like a nice connection as well. Desana, welcome. Lyra, welcome. Lyra, you're kind of cunty, so I think you have to tell me what to do to thank you for joining. Shall I hit my face with a flip-flop? Shall I do a cartwheel? I'll do anything. Same with you, Devala. How do people become creative directors? That's a long journey. Like, you start from copywriter and then you work your way up. It might take 5 years, 10 years, and stuff like that. But this is another topic, Adina, so I'm going to talk about this. I can't talk about this today because it's just such a huge, huge topic. Just pet a cat for me when you see one. That's gonna be difficult. Annika, welcome. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna make a bad joke because I was like, I can pet my cats. Yeah. Anyway. If you join today, you will be able to come to a copywriting workshop with an EA writer with The Sims. Katie Barnes, senior copywriter at EA Games. So you can come to that live. Yes. So welcome.
Wait, can I do it? I haven't crossed my eyes in forever. I can't do.
You know
can't
what?
do
I'll
this.
stroke my banana for you. Okay. There's no cat yet. This call is this month. Okay. There you go. I'm doing it for you, Lyra. It's just a massive fucking banana. Anyway. Finn, just put the discount link in the chat again. I'm sorry. But yeah, and they're also always recorded. So even if you can't make them live, you can watch them back later. So if you're at uni or you have a job like most people, you're busy. That's fine. WordTonic is made for people that are busy. There's a whole archive. We record everything. There's one with Lego, Mattel.
No, I'm kidding.
Movies. You can watch them back later.
Did I fool you?
For those of you that are busy,
I fooled you.
This is not some intense thing. Like you have a lot of resources and then you pick how you use them. Okay, if you have 10 minutes once a week, you can make progress. Okay, I wouldn't try do like hours every day because you're gonna burn yourself out. Okay, like and you have 10 minutes once a week. You've spent 40 minutes in one day. Yeah, so I'm just saying you obviously are interested. And you can do it. Oh, Crystal, welcome. Crystal, you just said oi, so what would you like me to do for you? Oh, that's an interesting question, Alex. Give me a second. Let me get through this, and then I will answer it, okay? But yeah, Crystal, I'm expecting you to tell me to do something. Shall I deep throat a banana?
Dan, what a nice question, Alex.
Anyway, I'm going to get to your question in a minute, Alex. Don't worry, I just have to keep going. But yeah, portfolio building, like I said, we give you guys access to weekly briefs that you can use to build your portfolio. This is actually work that members have created using our briefs, which I think is beautiful. Like, they started with no experience. If they could do it, you can too. And we also have a few design workshops as well. Not that you need to be good at design, but yeah. You guys are so nice. I'm expecting someone to be like, do a cartwheel and hit yourself. And yeah, also we have monthly copywriting challenges, like I said, with different brands. We do them every single month. We just did one for Canva. The winner got a paid work and a testimonial. I think it's just a nice way for you to get a feel for what copywriting is really like. Because yes, you can use free Google articles, but I think it's difficult to get a feel for whether the career is for you because you're not doing real work. But with these challenges, you're doing real work. You're getting a feel for it, and then you can tell. You can feel, okay, look, this is for me. I love it, or this isn't for me. I need to cancel. So I think it's a nice way of getting a feel for it. But yeah, another thing is we have a new challenge this month that literally went live today. Everyone who joins on this call will be able to take part in this writing challenge, and one person will be in with the chance of winning a paid copywriting internship. So we're doing one with Link. You guys wouldn't have heard of them because they're a new startup brand. They basically are like a sex app. They help you send nudes safely because look, people are still going to send nudes. You can't tell people to stop sending nudes. I'm still going to send nudes even though I know it's dangerous. But this way you send it through this app and they kind of, I don't know how to say it. They have like stuff on it where they can track where it's being sent to. So the person that's looking at it, they can tell, okay, this person is like catfishing. They're putting this thing on a porn site. They're showing their friends to prevent you from being, I guess, exposed. Anyway, we're doing a copywriting challenge with them. And I love sex. I love sex brands. So I love this. But yeah, the winner will be getting a 1 week paid internship in the Link creative team. It can be remote. So if you take part in the challenge and you win and you're from somewhere other than London, that's fine. You could do your paid internship remotely online. Or if you're in London, you can do it in the office, which I think is pretty cool. So this is a challenge that just went live today, which I think is pretty awesome. What programs do they typically use? What do you mean? What do you mean when you say that, Sarah? And then also, like I said, recruitment opportunities. This doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes brands reach out to us and they're like, hey, can you only join if you're a member? Yes. But sometimes we do have brands reach out, like these two. They were just like, hey, we have this opportunity. Can you share it on your platform? And then we'll share it, basically. Yeah, also in real life events, sometimes across America and the UK, which they're pretty fun and they get pretty wild. And also private Discord where you can share good advice to 900 other young writers. I'm going to show you guys an app, but I'm just going to read through Alex's question. This is not to be... You just talked about your story and how you made it into this industry, so I'm curious, if you didn't have or need this to make it where you are, then why would anyone else need it? Again, I really respect you. Okay, I get that. Well, I needed it. This is something I would have loved because I was joining so many copywriting communities and they were either all filled with old people or they were filled with people that were really sexist. And I'm a weird freak. I like weird shit. I like to swear. I don't see why you have to learn about an industry and be like boxed in. Everything that I was seeing on LinkedIn from all these big copywriters, they were very like this in a suit. I wanted to be myself. So I created this because it's a space that I wanted. Even as I was progressing in my career, I wanted to connect with other young people like me who are also in this space. I wanted to level up because even when you become and you get your first job, to me, it never really ends. The learning process never really ends. And I think the space is needed. If it was back around when I was first starting out, I would have joined. Because again, I don't think the industry is super accessible. You have ad school, that's like £9,000. You could do it totally by yourself. I did it by myself, but it was really hard. I didn't have like all this stuff I'm talking to you about. I didn't have any of that knowledge because I was totally by myself, So, yeah. You should be getting an email immediately. Just check your spam as well. I just got one. Awesome. Yeah, then we'll put them in the chat for you. It's nice to have the community too. I might want to make an attempt at it first. Yes. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Yeah. Now I will show you guys the Discord. Hold on, just so you can see everything. And that's what I'm gonna say. Like, you don't need to join. You can become a copywriter. Well, yeah, you need to become a member to access everything. But you don't need to join to become a copywriter. You can do it by yourself. But this is just the people that they want the support. They want to be mentored by big brands in a space where it's super easy, because traditionally to get access to brands like Google and Lego and to get them to hop on a call.
I hit my phone on the laptop.
That doesn't happen unless you pay like a lot of money. So we try to, I guess, what's the term for it? democratize, I'm bad at words, bring it like at a lower cost, and then bring all these brands on so they can mentor you in weekly sessions and help you. To me, I see a lot of value in that. It's not just like random fucks teaching you. It's like really cool people at really cool brands. How quickly is it possible to get work if you assess small gigs? Well, I got mine in 3 months, so that's when I got mine. But it always depends. Like, the creative writing anthology is just the members that can take part in it. Yeah, I need to check the link if it's not working. That's annoying. But I will show you the Discord. Okay. Yes, they do that as well, Adina. That's also copywriting. But guys, just remember to let me know in the chat if you join. I saw a few people join and they haven't let me know yet because I won't know to give you the extra gifts. But yeah, when you join, you have to make an intro, say hello so we can get to know you, and also kind of show you around. And also, this is where we put in your gifts. And also, we'll connect you with someone else who is in the same area as you. And then if you go up here, you can see all the masterclasses coming up. So we have a game jam. We have a space for people that want to become games writers, led by Leon. He's my co-founder and also games writer. They're basically building a game right now and writing copy for that game. So that's something you can get involved in if you like that. Community call, freelancing call, Julia Weiss. Have you guys heard of Cards Against Humanity? Because we're doing a masterclass with the person who actually writes the cards, which I think is really fucking cool.
Game stuff? Wait,
Design
game
officer. I
stuff?
have to add the ear
Did not
masterclass.
know.
That's where you can join all the calls live when they happen. And then here you can see all the masterclass recordings we've done. So let me get rid of the Kelsey one so you can actually see everything. So we did one with Shrek Wraith. That was pretty cool. We also write out the masterclass as well. Pokemon, we did one with a Pokemon writer, which was also pretty amazing. What else? The Town, Barbie. I mean, there's a lot in here that you can go back and watch back. It's super helpful. And then obviously you got all the briefs. We just did one.
I kind of don't know. Is the Discord for everyone or just people that pay for the monthly thing?
So many nice things. And you can go to
Can I ask? No. I don't want it to look like I didn't fucking pay attention.
Kind of stuff. Everyone's helping each other. And yeah, there is a pets channel. That's important. We share our pets. That's really needed. And then there's so many other channels, like there's Neurospicy channel for neurodivergent people. They share prompts. It's disability channel. I mean, there's a lot.
Oh,
so I won't go over it all, but it's there. When I join, does it roll over charge each month? Yeah, but you can set like a calendar reminder. Like if you join today, you can set a calendar reminder so you know when it goes on next month. You can be like, hey, I'm going to stay on, or no, I'm going to cancel, you know? So it's totally chill. But yeah, guys, we already have a couple minutes left now that I'm going to have to close it. But, hold on. Yeah, any questions? I guess that's my point. Any questions? I can see someone's typing. The one thing I'm curious about, though, is so those of you that have joined, let me know in the chat, because I know it's scary to try new things, like what made you take the leap and what your big goal is of joining. Like, let's manifest it. Do you want to join to build a portfolio? Do you want to join to learn from big brands? Like, what's your goal? And also, any other questions that pop up, let me know. Yeah, I think the community aspect is it's underrated. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't need community, but it really helps. I'm torn between jobs and I want to build a portfolio and make some new connections. Oh, I love that. I would say 5 at the max, 5 or 6. And that's nice, Crystal, because we've done stuff with Nat Geo, we've done stuff with the RSPCA.
I kind of want to comment. I like the moon picture on your wall, but I don't know if that it's professional, bro. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here. I like the moon picture on your wall.
Is probably my favorite part, to be honest, because it's just so nice. But yeah, any other questions, guys? Because this is gonna wrap up in a bit. I'm hot. I'm so fucking hot. I love writing, but suck at academic uni style. So looking for a career, I'd have to mask and box myself in. Exactly, and I think it's nice because with me and my career, I swear, I say what I want, you know. And I like freelance copywriting because you can be very creative with your career and what you do. But yeah. Also, for those of you that didn't join, it's anonymous, so I won't have to tell it to you. But here's a little poll. Let me know what's stopping you from joining or making you scared. I'm always interested, you know, if my personality is too annoying, or if it's something else. Because we still have a couple minutes left. Maybe I can help you feel less scared. I think it's always better if you're interested to join during a call, because then you get the discount, you get the goodies, and if something goes wrong, I can help you. Yeah. And if it's a scam, you can find out on the call. But it's not a scam. I probably wouldn't have done this call today.
Ah! Okay, no, never mind. Time isn't running out.
How do I say your name, by the way?
They're anonymous? Okay, well, I guess I could say this. This is giving Hannah Baker. Bro, this is giving Hannah Baker.
Adina, you weren't
there you go.
So I'm gonna touch my banana for you to say thank you. Are you Dutch? Yeah, I thought you were Dutch as well. My ancestors are Dutch, so I come from Gouda originally. My ideas.
Oh wait, fuck.
Oh, someone said that they don't want to.
Well, actually, it kind of fits in. I guess join the subscription. Fuck.
I'm just taking that as you don't.
I guess I couldn't fit in.
I am the dumbest fuck imaginable. I actually can't say the ABC. You probably saw an ad about that. Can't say I could say it a little bit and then it just stops. My brain goes deaf. So the people that are scared because they don't think they're good at it, everyone starts somewhere. This is the thing. We're all newbies at one point in our lives, right? We all have to be a beginner. And I think it's nice being a beginner as well because, and that's the thing. I don't want to. The people that are saying they can't do it right now, they'll be broke or whatever. I do not want to put you into financial ruin. So yeah, you're more important. It's just if you had like $11.50 or $16 lying around and you want to be good to go, that was it. But yeah, for people saying not good, I think it's fun being a beginner because you have a license to fuck up a lot more. You can make a lot of mistakes and it's okay. Like I said, I didn't have a degree. I had to start from the bottom. But it's totally doable. I think if you love riding, that's enough. And then you work your way up. And the thing is, you also won't know if you don't try rides. And that's a good thing. You can give it a go. It's not like this massive course. You can try it. It's not like locked in, And then someone said,
okay,
a lot of things like this are designed to prey on lost people.
Wow, great answer.
Anything to give them any purposes. I get that, but I'm very
that's a good.
And I know in myself that I'm not preying on people. I love what I've created, and I have no.
Yeah, that's a very valid concern.
It's really fucking cool, and you don't have to join if you don't want to. But I'm up my own ass for this community because I think it's fucking amazing that we get these big brands to come on every week and do briefs with us and challenges. I think it's amazing, and it's not £9,000 like uni. So I don't feel bad about it. I'm very proud of what I created, and I didn't do it by myself as well. I did it with like 3 other people as well. So yeah, very proud of it. Will we get emails when there are events? There is a what do you call it? Events tab in Discord where you can see, what's coming up, and then we also make announcements about the masterclasses that are coming up as well. So yeah. I mean, to me, the people that are preying on people are the people charging, I don't know, like $100 a month or something, and there's nothing cool happening. It's just one person teaching everything. To me, that's a lot more predatory, and they're saying things like, if you join, you'll make $10K a month. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm giving you the realistic basis. It will work out for some people. It won't work out for everyone, and this is the way it is. I can sit here and I can lie and be like, if you join, you will definitely make $10K a month. But that's not right. So that's why I know that I'm not preying on anyone. So do you make an intro when you join the Discord? Sorry, yeah, make an intro. It's you, Finn. Sorry, I'm reading the messages wrong. Yeah, any other questions? Because in 2 minutes we're gonna leave. Any other questions? Is it possible to work the wordtonic eventually as well? If I get good at this, I would love to join and help others learn as well. Right now, we're not hiring. I mean, everyone we hire is from within the community because I think it's nicer to get people that love the brand and like know it. Sometimes it pops up, but not right now. Maybe in future. Yeah, guys, 1 minute left, and then I'm gonna cut this. I love the session about copywriting, but happy to know all day tomorrow. No, I've actually never watched Turn Pretty. I need to actually.
Oh my god, there's so much Turn Pretty in the chat.
One last Wednesday of the show. Maybe I have to start now.
Never watched it.
No worries. You should just set the Substack up. Again, you just have to get going. You just have to try
it. Better start.
If it doesn't work out, it's fine. The worst thing that can happen is you don't like it. I don't know why I'm fluffing this about like an asshole. But yeah. Okay, this is the end. I'm gonna go for a run now. I don't know if I'm actually gonna run. Probably gonna walk. But yeah, no worries. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are. And here's my email in case you need it. I don't know for whatever reason. And yeah, see you in the Discord. Make sure you make an intro, otherwise you're gonna be really fucking lost. But yeah, bye guys. Bye.
Oh damn, it's done? Okay. Alright. What is this? Whatever. Okay. They're not loading the pictures? What are these? Okay. Alright. Let's see. So that was done. Let's look at the links they sent. Yeah. Actually, maybe right there might work out, whatever. Let's go like this. I'm so tiny. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. And then here. Okay, so it's this information about contacting. Alright. And then here. Well, this is the official website. Okay. Every few months, a few Word Tonic members get together to create and publish an online anthology of creative writing and poetry because copywriting is great, but keep the creative spark alight is even better. And a great way to stand out to employers and clients. Led by... Okay, I think we get the point. Should I download these? I could download these. I'm not sure. Oh wow, so much. Ooh, I'm loving the artwork though. I do. I am. This isn't seem that hard to read. Yeah, I could read it. But yeah, can I go in here? Yeah, see, this is my proof. This is my proof. See, look. Hello, I was just wondering. See, I sent this. Well, it says the date stamps and everything. I'm just showing proof that like I'm allowed to post this. Yeah. Okay, cool. I forgot to respond though. I just saw that in my emails right now, but it's okay. The Discord. I could try and join the Discord. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like it right now, but I could try. Right. That's that. If you're here watching this just because you wanted advice, hope you got it. If you're here because you came specifically for that, cool, you got it. Um, if you came here for me, thanks, thank you. Anyways, it's time for me to go though. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.